Hello and welcome to, I don't know what round it is, maybe 11, which is Andover Supercross. Brilliantly organised CX race, never ridden the track before, and yeah, really fun course. I'm sure everyone who raced it, well, most people who raced it and didn't crash because it was quite easy to crash on this course. Yeah, great course, really well organised, and lots of fun obstacles to navigate or try and navigate. Gridded in my kind of usual place, Rich Warner ahead of me, and Louis, and Ollie to the right there, and James Cotter was further to the right, and I was next to a really tall chap. He was like 6'7" or so, and I'm 5'7", so he's enormous. I had to mention it to him. I'd say, "Wow, you're really tall." Really nice chap. Yeah, just waiting for the off. I started the camera early just because I just didn't want to muck it up like I've done in the past. It was freezing, wasn't it? Absolutely in the middle of the cold snap. My son Ben was in the under 14s before this, and I literally got to the start after pitting for him with 1 minute before the start, and I was freezing because you're just not doing very much as you're pitting, just kind of go from side to side. So yeah, got there, not warmed up at all, and just got to the start line and got gridded. So at least I made it, but my God, it was cold. Obviously James Cotter did not have any gloves on because it's hard as nails. I had ski gloves on. Yeah, I was still cold. Took me a while to warm up, really. Yeah, so after a Christmas break and everything, oh, here we go, off we go. That was it. I didn't get a bad start. There's that really tall chap. Yeah, not a great start. Bit of chaos. Yeah. Oh, that's Tim Lawn going on the inside of me, and I think we're just going to come to the sand in a minute. That was Paddy on the right. Round here, Brit was okay for a while, but then he got progressively worse, and there was, well, not much space here, is there? Sam Bridgman there. Right next to Tim, I have a chat with him, and then off into the sand. Impossible to ride this, it's just footprint, so, and I didn't want to put my bike in the sand and destroy all my bike components. Yeah, it was typical mid-race carnage there, as you trudging through the sand. Heart rate, so straight away it's gone quite high. I'm a bit Christmas heavy at the moment, so I need to get a bit lighter. Just managed to get onto my bike before the little tiny drop off and back on, but then kind of almost no point because you can't really ride there. And then onto the BMX track. There's Chris Day going past me. I'm just going backwards really. I think Mike Warner's gone past me. And there we go. Top right, top of the picture, there's Tim Lawn who goes over the hill, and then there's Chris Day, and then that drop, he's crashed. Oh, poor Tim. I thought it was Tim, and that was a DNF for Tim, unfortunately, so early in the race. I think his chain snapped, poor fella. Yeah, I mean that I guess unless you're used to, obviously we all pre-rode the course, I believe, but it goes down a little bit and then it really drops down. And the first time I did it, I thought, oh my God, you don't want to go too fast. I fell over there. Not my finest moment. Why do I get the start so badly sometimes? Badly wrong. So yeah, I just not brilliant at all. Yeah, I'll get better at that. I think it's a mindset thing, you know. You just got to really kind of go for it and be really, really focused at the beginning and not make mistakes. Well, that's all. As I've said many times, it's all part of CX. Went wide there, and I thought, oh, that's why everyone's gone on the inside. The slippery stuff there. Got hit in the face by that. But I'm having fun. Having fun. It's a good course. I'm just not riding it that well, but there you go. So I'm pretty far back in the pack. I think it was about 75 people. 2 lines up here. You could go up there. I actually think it was better to go where the chap coming from the right came from. I think that's a better line. Because you can keep the momentum rather than doing that turn. So I think for most of the race I switched to that. I was just feeling a bit tired at this point. I was thinking, oh God, I'm getting feel a bit tired. Onto the road, past the pits. Gordon was pitting for me. Thank you, Gordon. I didn't come in. I should have come in at some time. You know, I've never actually pitted ever. Actually, once last year at the Crazy Clanfield mud race, I pitted then because that was crazy. But I really should learn to know when to pit, so I don't really. Come around the corner, Chris stays in front of me, and I go around this corner here, it was like 90 degrees almost, and there's this guy here and Chris stays. So what is going on there? Because they were, 4 or 5 places ahead of me, and I spoke to Chris afterwards, and he had not realised it was a 90-degree turn, and he'd gone into the bushes, and the guy behind him ploughed into him, and that's what they were doing coming out of it. Here's this off-camber with ruts in it. I took this quite well, really. I just hoped for the best. I've worked a bit on my off-camber balancing bit, and he's quite good. In the pre-ride, you could actually ride that all the way, but when it's busy like that, it's just very hard to have the space to do that. With everyone getting off. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that off-camber bit because it's not my strong point. So back on the bike, I'm going at an alright pace, just feeling a little bit in the red, but I'm thinking, come on, you should be able to go faster than this. And then here, I was never quite sure what line to take. Some people went high like that and then cut across, and I thought, why are you doing that? But then they maybe get a better line, and I went a bit wide there, and then came out. So yeah, different lines, which is great. Look at that, that was great. I wiped the lens. Awesome. What a GoPro professional I am these days. There's Paddy getting off. Oh, I've come off again. Did I come off there? I don't know. Something happened to Paddy there. Yeah, and then this is the trickiest. This is the trickiest bit of the course, isn't it? Because I think they've even called it the knoll, and it's really hard to ride. And in the traffic, it's difficult, and some people ran it, and it was slippery, and some people just aced it and just knew how to ride it well with their skills. Do you cut in there? Well, then you bumped into him. Then I'm off running, and then down this steep slope here. I just ran it every time. I mean, I don't think I lost anything running down the hill. I did ride it pre-ride down it, and it's fine. You just have to be careful getting when you get to the end and managing to turn. So I just didn't see the benefit. Getting your foot there, left and right side was much better. In the middle, there wasn't really much place to put your feet, so learned that very quickly. And then here I'm thinking, I'm a bit far back. I really should try and put a bit of effort in and overtake some people. So there's a nice long recovery straight, and I thought, well, I'll just try and catch up a bit, and go past a few people. So I did that, and then I thought, oh, look, there's someone ahead. I'll try and bridge over to that group. So I put a bit of an effort in here to try and get over to them, because I thought I can go a bit faster. And this was really nice, this bit, wasn't it? Because it is a bit of recovery. It's an opportunity to get a bit of speed. And it's the ground is fairly hard, so it's not so slippery and muddy like the back end of the course, which we'll be on soon. And then we go on to this cheeky little concretey bit, which unfortunately I think that's Miles, where you came off and dislocated your shoulder coming in that speed, or probably maybe it was there. I don't know, but get well soon, mate. I hope you have a really swift recovery. Down here, so I managed to bridge, excellent. And then I was thinking, right, let's just try and keep going. I didn't ride through this bit fast. I should have done. I should have, worked out what a good line is for this, because it was surprisingly slippy, and some guys gone right, the rest have gone left. I've just gone left because two that way, and then it's really slippery, absolutely sending you left and right, and then kind of I think it's better to cut over to the right after going through the left bit. I'm not really sure, and then that's a lap done. This race went really fast, really fast. There we go. There's the lap marker, I think. Not great cornering from me there. Just not that confident. Well, it was such a rush getting to the start, and I did one lap pre-ride. It's such a kind of a logistical challenge when you kind of got a pit bike and your son's doing it, and you've got water and you don't know how the jet washer works and all of that sort of stuff. It doesn't actually leave that much time to be ready. But you practice it, and I guess you get better at it, because we've only just started doing that. So running, sand, I just about gone. Starting to get a bit clogged up cleats at this point, where I'm just struggling to clip in a little bit. But it's in the thick of it, and it's great fun, and the course is good. After seeing Tim come a cropper on this bit, I really took this easy, and I was thinking, I'm just happy to go over it and just push down. I'm not really trying to go fast at all. I just want to be safe, because it's not a soft landing. And up we go. So not brilliant first lap, but not terrible. But I think I'm a bit further back than I am sometimes. But yeah, really great course. And I was thinking, right, try and do better this lap. Have a solid lap. Well, that's the other P-neck chap who I met on the pre-ride, and friends with Tim obviously. Yes, didn't get a good ream out there. Struggled with the cleats. So yeah, all those little things, they just add up and you lose time. Yeah. So down here, and I thought, right, cut this corner much better, and then don't go into that mud. So yes, saved a bit there. And off we go for another lap. And I wonder if this time I've decided to take the different route up this climb rather than going up the bank. I think, yes, I did. Went up there, and I think I took this quite nicely. Went straight up there and maintained speed, and I'm not losing too much on the chaps in front. And you can see all the mud, the sleeves sticking to the tyre. I was on full Limus today, I guess around 20 PSI, maybe slightly less. And I actually thought at one point that I had a rear puncture, but I didn't at all. They were just quite soft tyres. And I just thought I'm just going to keep going and hope for the best. I'm working pretty hard and just trying to maintain position and not lose, not get dropped by the people in front. So just keep going. But I'm thinking I am working quite hard here. Really regretting all the indulgence I've had over Christmas. And I can't remember who said this, but someone said you can always out-eat whatever you exercise, and that is so true, because you get the chocolates in the house, and the biscuits, you walk past them, mince pies, you can just keep eating, can't you? And you're thinking, oh my god, that's a lot of calories if you add it up. That was a bit close. That outcome was really good. Look at that, whoosh, straight up there. I've overtaken a few people there, which is nice. And then around here, and I'm thinking, oh, this is a good lap. I've overtaken quite a lot, and I haven't really done anything. I've not really gone any faster than any of the other people. So I guess. He had a good engine on him. He really power passed me on a number of occasions. He's obviously got some good legs on him. But I just kept it steady and was riding really well. I was just talking to a friend the other day, and I was saying, even a kilo or 2 kilos really does make a difference. I wonder how, some of the top riders in V40s, whether they manage to keep their weight at the same weight for the entire race, entire season. Do they manage to do that? Because I certainly haven't managed it, and I did feel better when I I haven't put on loads of weight, but just a couple of kilos, you do notice it. Trying to get back to normal there. Am I running here? I don't know, probably, yeah, because I ran down the hill every time, so just running. Oh, he slid in there, and but you can't pass here. You just gotta just get in the line and hope that it goes well. So that worked out well, and we're back on. Again, a really not good remount, and get back to this fast bit, and feeling pretty good really. I am working hard, but I think this lap's gone quite well, so I'm fairly pleased with it. Not looking behind, just going forward, and the peanut chap has disappeared, which is a bit disappointing, because I'd like to do that and I wasn't able to today. But bit of recovery, and try and be sensible and just enjoying the great course. I think it's someone called Alex who was one of the main organisers. So thanks for all the help, and thanks for all the marshalling, and just making use of some great facilities. Quite nice that there were actual real toilets. That was a bit close, wasn't it? Well, I nearly lost it there. I'd have done better just to stay behind and just conserve a bit of energy. You can waste a lot of energy just getting too excited. I think that might be Mike Warner 2 ahead in the light blue. Mike always gets a great start. Always gets a great start because he's savvy. There you go. And then we're charging here, and now I'm thinking going on the left wasn't great, perhaps if I go on the right, that'll be better. So I try it, and it's not as worse, definitely worse, and I'm a bit all over the place. Thanks for the cheering, lots of encouragement. Sometimes I wish I could acknowledge it a bit more, but you just can't when you're racing. It's very difficult to, because you're busting the gut, and your brain just doesn't have enough power to work out, to communicate very well, unless you need to go into the pit. So thanks again for the support around the track. It was really welcome, makes it even better. There's Mike there, so I'm just chasing after him. And who's that? I caught up with the peanut guy. How has that happened? Wish there was more running. I didn't quite like running. Suits me. Oh, down there. Mike's navigated that well. I've just about got clipped in. Really tight corner. Always got right to the edge, and then down onto the BMX track again, which is really great inclusion just to do something different. I mean, what a fun course. You don't get this very often, do you? I understand last year, because I've never ridden this before, they had one of those, I've always wanted to ride one of those, what do you call it? The huge ramps that you go up, and you see it on the CX races, huge ramps, the little kind of tabletop, and then you go down. They had one of those at the course, which would be awesome to ride. Always wondered what happens if you don't make it up. Would you just fall down? Anyway, I don't know, but I'd love to have a go at it. I mean, I'm sure I'll be fine, but I've always wondered that, because I've never seen it in a race. They always make it up the top. So yeah, kind of going the same pace with these guys around me, and feeling okay, settled in, not doing anything too stupid. I'm not that fast, but I'm kind of plugging away. Got quite a nice line there, and I think I'm kind of getting into the groove. And while I've made a few mistakes and things, I haven't done anything, made a real mess of it. Cut past Mike, and then following here, and then cut over really quick to get a line up there. And that was pretty good actually. And I'm following the peanut guy who's got lots of leg strength, and just trying to stay with him, because he's carving a nice path through the field. So I thought I'm just going to try and stick with him, and we'll see where we get. Lots of encouragement up here, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to go past him. I think he was putting some effort in. I put some effort in, and we just kind of stayed there. And I guess it looks like we're catching up to someone. I wonder if that might be Sam. I definitely bumped into Sam Richmond at some point on the course. Yeah, well, we'll see. Get around this corner, and this is lap 3, and off we go. Nice little running track there as well. Never actually run on a running track before. I've always wanted to. And then up here, it's good grip up there. You could get out the saddle in certain places. I did have my wheel slip at one point, but you could get out the saddle. Again, this was good for me. I always, got a good speed through here, and not so good there. But I overtook the peanut guy there.
Is that you, Sam?
Am I riding or am I running? I don't know. Probably.
Your
I'm doing what?
Running.
Nice female there, Sam. Probably did just what he did and just ran that bit. and then we're off to this bit, which is fairly okay if I remember. You can't mess this up too much. It wasn't too slippery. It's just what line do you take through there. I follow them. They cut it and they made a nice line, and I wasn't too bad. Slipped a little bit there, and then up and going to the knoll bit, which I just did not. I entered each one and just didn't know what to do really. He had lots of power, but then he didn't have enough room to get through there. I kind of left him space. He forgot. Now something happens here. I don't know what happened. Oh, I slipped over. And when I slipped over, I think my chain came off. You see, so I've come to a complete stop, and I'm kind of not sure what to do. And I thought, oh, my chain's off. I'm in the middle of the course. I'll just go and find a bit where I'm where I'm not kind of in the way. And I thought I'd just run towards the the bit just round the corner here, up the climb, and then sort it out there. So but I was just kind of thinking, oh, my chain's just bouncing around, and some people shouted out, you got your chains off, and I said, thanks very much, I know it's off, I'll sort it out when I get to the top. So I got here, and this is where I went a bit pear-shaped, because I tried to fix it there, and nothing's happening. People are going past me, thinking, oh, bugger. Still can't fix it because it's just not right. Mike Warner goes by me there, and then I just can't get it back on. So I turned the bike upside down, and there I am. I'll get a video of me. It was the derailleur was really close to the cog because it seemed like it was too close, and it was stuck. And round on the inside of the main cog, and I just couldn't work it out. So you can see I'm here for bloody ages. I don't know how long, but 45 seconds, and then I'm thinking, all right, everyone's going past me now. So yeah, I lost a lot of time there. But back on the bike, let's try and get up to speed again, and you never know what happens. But I was thinking, I've lost a lot of time there. One thing I loved about the course and the event was the commentary. So there was a chap with a PA system, and was giving really good commentary. So I think I must put some effort in to go. I thought I'm miles behind, but I'll put some effort in and try and catch up. This is a fast bit. My bike's fast. I'll just, and I've had a rest, haven't I? I've had a rest, so I should have some energy. So I did put some energy to try and get up to speed quickly, but then I got quite knackered. I couldn't really keep it up this time. Back onto there, and get into the other side of the pits. Maybe I should have got some clean tyres and got my other bike. I probably should have done that. I spoke to Rich Warner after the race, and I think he paced at least twice for clean tyres, which is probably what I should have done. Look at that, well done. And then that got caught all over me. It took me ages to get that off me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this lap has gone pear-shaped for me. Because that was wrapped around my my wheel. I'm thinking, oh God, this is not a good lap. But that's CX, isn't it? If you make a mistake, you see it all the time in any sport. It's so easy to make another mistake. So easy, and when you're trying to catch up, it's just a perfect time to make another mistake. And that was my fault. I went wide, got the tape caught in me, and I've lost another 5 or 6 seconds. So did not cover myself in glory with that lap, but I'll try and learn from it and try not to do it again. I will, but I will try not to do it as many times. There you go. So I'll just keep going and try and catch up. It's slippery there. The courses, I think people have got a bit more spaced out. And yeah, through the sand, and didn't feel like I was going very fast, but not many people are going to run past me on the sand because I'm an okay runner. So it was really nice to hear the commentary, and one thing that I heard all throughout was the titanic battle between Ben Coppola and Paul Lloyd, who must have been locked together for the whole race, I guess. I don't know. I haven't looked at the lap times, but I knew it was very close, and it was it was nice to hear what was happening in the race throughout. So well done, whoever was on the PA system. That added a bit of good atmosphere to the race. Here I'm kind of really struggling to get clipped in. It's just so frustrating, isn't it, when you just can't get clipped in. I don't know how people do it. Obviously you see in any CX race, which is I think one of the nice things about watching the professionals is they absolutely get it wrong regularly, and every time you see that and you think, oh, even the super skillful pros make mistakes. The conditions make the mistakes. It's putting essentially a road bike onto these conditions is a recipe for mistakes that can go wrong, which is why it's so much fun, isn't it? The pros get it wrong. So if like me, sometimes you beat yourself up a bit and think, oh, why did I do that? That was really stupid. I don't think we should. Don't think we should. It's just part of the fun of it. It's not road riding, is it? It's not. It's not. Simple sort of sport. There's lots of things that can make it challenging. It's just you just try not to do it so much. So we're in good company. So this is this is the third lap, isn't it? Is this the third lap? Yeah, this is the third lap. It is. I think it was about. I think my fastest lap was 8:23. So is this the third lap? I think so. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's the third lap. I've lost a lot of time on that lap, but I'm just plugging away, hoping to slowly catch up to people. And the moment you see somebody slightly ahead, you think, right, come on, try and get a bit close to them. The fact that I can see them means that I'm probably going faster than them, which means maybe I'm stronger than they are at the moment, and therefore I'm going to catch them. So putting a bit of beans up there and you might get a bit closer, and there's nothing like getting closer to a ride in front of you and looking for a way past. It's so much fun, isn't it? It just gives you a real buzz when you're in a race. And look, I've done another good off-camera bit, although that bit's not quite as good. But I still caught up. There's Mike Warner going by there, and but now I'm close behind these two riders. Awesome. Back on the bike, and I'm back in the race. Saw people like Richard Lewis and Louis. They were miles ahead of me today, and Martin Holbrook and who else? Yeah, I saw them all miles ahead of me. well done on them having a good race. Quite a few people from other clubs, maybe because it's not this race is not far from London. Maybe people from like London came to it. I think there were quite a few rides I'd not seen before. Not that I know of, but quite a few. And then here we go. I'm back into this bit, thinking, how am I going to ride this again? And not really knowing how to ride it. I think I just got off here, and then there's no space, so I'm just like walking here because there's no way to get around. So yeah, it's tricky little. And I ran there, and I think he's on the inside of me, and I don't know if I overtook him. I think I might have done just by running it. And then I ran down this side because I thought, well, I might as well. And he gets off, and I'm going to try and get up here as fast as I can, and maybe I'll take him. Maybe? I don't know. Probably not. I think we just come out together, and then I don't get a good remount again. And really struggling to get back in, but still got a pedal even when you haven't got any of your feet clipped in. There's Mike ahead. Who was puzzled that he was ahead of me because he didn't see me with my bike upside down on the previous lap. So yeah, bit of recovery, bit of an opportunity for speed. I am a bit knackered, bit knackered after trying to catch up. No, I think I'm making excuses here. I'm just struggling a bit with speed. One past Mike there, and yeah, I can't get rid of the Christmas flab as fast as possible, which is not easy. But yeah, I do notice it when I'm heavier, so I've got to stop saying that. So coming towards the end of the, not too far from the end of the third. Look, that is Paul Lloyd and Ben Coppola going by. They called that they're coming through, so I really made sure that I was out of their way because you don't want to obstruct the leaders of a race. So yeah, because that's right. I was a bit confused. So yeah, I just knew from the commentary that they were coming through and they were like neck and neck, and they're flying. I don't know who was who. Paul was ahead at that point with Ben behind him, but they're gone. Focused machines, and they're off, which is a bit sad because it's always nice in the V40s if you can just about manage to finish on the lead lap. So possibly if I hadn't had, I reckon so. Let's be positive. If I hadn't messed up on that previous lap and lost, let's say a minute, I may have stayed ahead of them. That's confusing because there's that line which you just went past, which we've got the map where it beeps and everything, but then the finish line is by the pits. So that I find that was a bit confusing because now they're past me and I know the finish line is there. I know that I'm lapped, so I'm not going to get another lap out of it, whereas people ahead, they're not going to get lapped and they will get an extra lap, which is like, I'd love another lap because I think my finish time was like 38 minutes. It's like, I haven't even got 40 minutes, which was a bit of a shame, but there you go. I was working hard down here, nice and safe, and then I know that I've literally got three 3 minutes left before the end of my race, so you know, you kind of try and. I remember at this point I really just couldn't get clipped in. Maybe it's the sand and mud combo, just stopping you clipping in. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I was still managing to go, as you do, and up here and then jump back on. Who was that? Is that Sam? Oh, I think that was Andy Gardy, who is Gardner. But I think it's Andy Gardy, who is, always at the top many races. Very, very strong Satonia rider, Andy. So he's blown past me. So yeah, last lap, because I'm lapped. I'm just trying to have a decent finish. Stay clipped in, and from here on in, you know, it's not very technical at all, is it? Great line there, did I? But you know, not terrible. Up here, and still struggling. Yeah, but bits like that, you can really lose a few seconds just by not doing that very well. Sort of thing that you should practice, and maybe if you're familiar with the course and the sort of things they put in there, you do those things a bit better. Certainly that's the case at Clanfield, because it's our Silent Pirates home track. Anyway, here's the finish line. I remember thinking, have I got a puncture? I'm putting a bit of speed on and just trying to get the end without anyone overtaking me. I don't know if anyone's behind me, but I'm just going, and there's the finish. And I was a bit surprised to see that Rich Warner, there he is in light blue, was only just finished as well, but he had COVID recently, and you know, COVID can really take it out for you. There's Mike, and yeah, I wish I'd got another lap in. There's Richard Tucker, Chris Days somewhere around. Yeah, really fun course, and I really look forward to having a go next time. There was Pitside Paul, top man. I wonder if he got any photos of me. But yeah, thanks very much for putting on a really great race on a freezing cold day. Oh, it's just me walking away from my bike. Give my tag in. But yeah, great day out, and look forward to the last 2 rounds of the Wessex League. And where is it? Southampton again. There's Paddy there, and then we've got Pro Cross. Just 2 more. Busy January. So hope everyone had a good race, and see you next time. Cheers.
I tried, well, I've only had it once when I had the corona. I tried tightening it to what it's like, and I thought it was okay. You made it? Still decent? Yeah. Did you split? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Because you know one of the big reasons give it a grip. Yeah. You got 2 bikes. Yeah, I do. I had one there as well. Yeah. They look good straight away. Yeah. I think so. I can do anything. Yeah. I do that.
That's Rob Bishop just finishing there. He finished, Rob Bishop, Rob Ditcham from Hanston Bikes. I think he finished 11th. Superb result. He's a very strong rider. Miles Thomas entered on the day, so he started at the back. So he had a fun race, just trying to have battles all the way through.
I so enjoyed it. Yeah. I'll see you in 2 weeks, mate.
Yeah. Oh, it was cold.
Take care,
Freezing.
Use your spare bike next time.
Yeah, I will. Hello, mate. How'd that go?
I saw you wanted to do a bit of bike maintenance halfway through.
Oh, yeah.
Just fancy keeping it tuned up. What happened?
Chain came off quite badly, and yeah, it took me a while to work out what had gone wrong. So yeah, there you go. I got lapped. It's a bit of a shame.